At the beginning of the movie, a man buried under snow suddenly levitates and, surprisingly, is still alive. After dressing, he retrieves his knife from the wood and continues his journey. The scene cuts to two children. The elder brother, Jim, lives alone with his sister in a large house. He does everything himself and seems not to need anyone. Jim sits on the stairs checking the bullets in his tranquilizer gun, whose bullets are used to stun targets. He hears a voice outside and finds a man asking his sister about her parents. The man asks Jim the same question, but Jim takes his sister inside without answering. Like an adult, he locks and secures the house and plays with her. Strange zombies outside try to break in, but the bulletproof house keeps them out. In their world, only 1% of humans remain. The zombie virus has consumed everyone else. Jim and his sister are no longer afraid because this is routine. The next day, while they're playing outside, Jack, the same person from yesterday, returns with his partner. The girl lovingly picks up Jim's sister, but Jim scolds her. The couple asks about his parents, and Jim says they have gone to get supplies. They reassure him they won't harm them and will take care of the children until the parents arrive. Elsewhere, Aiden stands in the woods, unafraid of zombies, killing each one with his weapon. At Jim's house, the couple checks the place, seeing it is well stocked with amenities and supplies, so they decide to stay, realizing the children live alone. Jim eavesdrops, fear rising in his mind, and locks his sister in the safe room. His dog barks at him. At night, when the couple sees many zombies surrounding the house, they are terrified and turn off the lights. Suddenly, the back door opens, someone attacks the girl, injures her, and drags her out. What happens to her husband is not shown, and the scene cuts to morning. We see Aiden again lying in the snow. When he regains consciousness, he realizes he is caught in a trap. As he frees himself, he sees Jim's sister nearby, laughing. Suddenly, a needle strikes his neck. As soon as he removes it, he falls unconscious. Jim has knocked him out with the tranquilizer gun. Later, Aiden wakes up and goes to the house, where Jim stands with his gun. When Jim asks his motive, Aiden says he is a soldier heading north to find his wife. Jim is surprised, since all others came for food or medicine. Aiden is the first looking for his wife. He feels he can trust him and brings him inside. Jim makes a deal. The house power is out, so if Aiden charges all the batteries by running on the treadmill, Jim will give him medicine, food, and shelter. Aiden agrees and asks where Jim's parents are. For the first time, Jim tells the truth. His dad is a scientist who has not returned for a long time, and his mom works at a security agency and is away on a mission. During their conversation, Aiden notices a zombie outside, rushes out, and smashes its head with a large block, killing it. Jim watches, covering his sister's eyes. When Aiden returns, Jim asks why he killed the zombie, saying the house is bulletproof and they can't get in. Aiden is puzzled, wondering what other facilities are installed there, but he still needs to finish his job and leave as soon as possible. He runs on the treadmill day and night to recharge the batteries, eventually collapsing from exhaustion. Jim's sister gives him water and food, then offers her pins so he can tie his hair back. After freshening up, Aiden serves them food. When they go out, they discover a zombie has fallen into their trap, and Jim kills it with his gun. Then an old man and a young woman pass by, presumably looking for someone. Aiden and the children return home, where Aiden looks at photos of their parents and finds car keys. He immediately thinks of using the car to reach and save his wife, but when he starts it, he realizes it is broken and he cannot fix it. Leaving the garage, he notices the outhouse door with strange noises coming from it. Before he can check, Jim stops him, and they all return home, eat dinner, and prepare for bed. Jim handcuffs himself before sleeping. In the morning, when Aiden wakes up and doesn't see Jim in bed, he goes outside and finds him fixing zombie traps. While Jim is busy, Aiden sneaks into the outhouse. Inside, he sees only a mattress, pillows, blankets, and scratches on the walls, making him feel they had imprisoned a zombie there. Later, Aiden notices a strange man lurking and searching the house from outside. Aiden hides, and when Jim's sister says hi to the stranger, he quickly grabs her and hides her before the man notices.
Seeing this, Jim realizes Aiden will not harm them and returns his weapons, which he had taken as a condition. Aiden is now fixing the parents' car when they hear Jim's sister scream. They rush outside and see the man who had earlier inspected the house has returned with companions and taken her hostage. Jim stuns one man with his tranquilizer gun, but two others suddenly fall dead, shot by Jim's mother, who has recovered. One stray bullet hits Aiden and he falls into the snow, recalling his wife before dying. Sometime later, a strange thing happens. Aiden comes back to life and his wounds are completely healed. He is shocked, but Jim and his mother are not. They call him inside to explain. Lena tells him ordinary people infected with the virus lose control, act crazy, kill others, and become full zombies. Among them, there are special zombies, infected people who do not lose control and retain their minds, while gaining zombie powers like immortality, making them a human-zombie hybrid. The downside is that sometimes the virus takes over their minds, causing them to kill and do strange things they don't remember afterward. Aiden realizes he is a special zombie, since at the beginning of the movie he died and came back to life. Lena then reveals her son is also a special zombie. A flashback shows that the one who killed the couple at the beginning was Jim. When the dog sniffed him, it sensed Jim was about to turn, so Jim locked his sister in the safe room before harming her and then killed the couple. This is why he handcuffs himself every night. Night falls, and Aiden dreams of his wife again, seeing her with a bloody mouth holding a dead baby. Overwhelmed, he cries. Lena comforts him, saying he is not the only one grieving, and begins telling how, when her two children were born, both had incurable heart conditions. She explains that the zombie virus was spreading rapidly, and her husband, a scientist, learned about special zombies. While researching, he created a serum that, when injected into Jim, physically transformed him into a zombie, but he remained mentally human, becoming a super zombie cured of his illness. Lena's husband thought life would be fine, but fate had other plans. One day, Jim bit him, infecting him with the virus. He turned into a normal zombie, forcing Lena to kill him. She breaks down as she speaks, then hears Jim screaming outside as he is about to go into a frenzy. Weeping, Lena locks him in the outhouse and sits outside while loud screams and cries come from within. She refuses to open the door. Aiden sympathizes and tells her to rest while he keeps watch. Days pass like this. Acting like a bodyguard, Aiden helps Lena and Lena helps Aiden. They begin to feel normal again, but another problem arises when Lena's daughter faints in the snow. Lena brings her inside and discovers her heart condition has returned. There is no cure and no one left to treat it. Aiden suggests injecting her with Jim's virus so she becomes a super zombie like him, but Lena refuses, having already suffered a great loss. Jim recovers from his frenzy and, along with Aiden and Lena, takes care of the girl. Days pass and the time comes for Aiden to leave. Lena and Jim try to stop him, but he refuses and departs. Moments later, a group gathers near Lena's house. The leader's daughter is missing. She ran away with a man, revealed to be the couple who had visited Jim's house earlier. The man who had searched the house before finds his daughter's car near Lena's house, and they attack. Aiden, asleep outside, wakes to footsteps and, seeing many people approaching, rushes back to save Jim and Lena. Inside, the leader tortures Lena, demanding, "Where have you hidden my daughter?" Lena insists she doesn't know, but he doesn't believe her, as his daughter's belongings are in the house. Aiden sneaks in and finds Jim hiding in the kitchen. After asking Jim about the invaders and preparing his weapons, he silently attacks and kills many of them. Then he confronts the gang leader and many point guns at him. Instead of fighting, Aiden slits his own throat and dies, knowing he will revive and the pain will trigger his super zombie state. As planned, he regains consciousness within seconds and attacks everyone. While Lena hides her children, Aiden kills them all. The next morning, Aiden wakes covered in blood, holding a human leg, realizing he has killed many people. He enters the house and finds Lena has left a letter saying she is going north with her children, and if fate allows, they will meet again, as she knows he is heading north too. Aiden begins packing. Outside, the gangster's daughter has also become a zombie and is killing other zombies. The movie ends there.